All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a video. And this video today is a review of Greg Doucette. He says, do you deadlift enough? Well, it looks like another I'm recruiting lifting slave video. Let's review this video. Let's see what it's about. You need to deadlift this much. You need to deadlift this much. Okay. All right.
That is going to just take a lot of people off the roster.
I mean, I'm not making this. Coach Greg, in today's video,
Greg's such a weasel, man.
a new fear unlocked. Women are now saying that they can't possibly date a guy unless they can out-deadlift them in the gym. And so we got a female.
Oh, this has got to be the greatest lifting slave recruiting video I've ever seen, man. Reverse psychology. Pick a girl, deadlift. Oh, I found this video. She deadlifts more than a man. Guys, there's this girl. She deadlifts more than you. Maybe she's on steroids, but doesn't really matter. But she's deadlifting more than you, the drug addict. So all you guys out there, you need to deadlift. You need to get strong because you're all weak. Because the little princess took a shot and she can now deadlift 3 something. Even though I didn't see a deadlift. I didn't see her deadlifting anything, but whatever. Man, words are very powerful, I guess, right?
Powerlifter, and she says the only negative part about lifting weights,
Man, do you think some chick is stronger than any guy out there physically? So I think people don't understand being good at lifting and being physically stronger. You as a man are always going to be physically stronger than any woman, no matter how much she picks up off the floor. Now, a man who's physically stronger than a man who picks up heavy shit off the floor will always be stronger than that dude. End of story. And a mesomorph will always be stronger than an ectomorph because mesomorphs are born with more muscle fibers. They are muscularly stronger.
negative that she could possibly think about going to the gym being a powerlifter is, listen to this.
So the only downside to lifting and like specifically powerlifting is that like you're constantly getting stronger.
And so this girl, she's going to the
I'm lifting and I'm getting constantly stronger. Let me ask you something. So let's say this chick practices at lifting something heavy off the floor. And I practice at damaging, repairing, and remodeling my fibers like a bone. You know when you break a bone, it remodels a lot stronger. It will never break in the same spot again because it's super strong. And so I keep coming in and I keep damaging the weaker, deeper muscle fibers and they get bigger, better, stronger, and faster. And I reach a weight of 275 doing that repetitively week after week and eating like 10,000 calories, if you want to call it that. Protein synthesis exceeds this breakdown, whatever. And I build myself up to be super fucking strong, bro. Do you think I give a shit about some chick that could lift more weight off the floor than I can? Do you think I would give a fucking rat's ass? Hell no, man. Want to know why? Because I'll be physically stronger than her. I destroy her. You understand me? I destroy her. And I'd still be strong anyways at the deadlift. You'd still be strong, physically strong. But I don't know if you could lift exactly the same amount she's doing. But again, physically stronger and being chemically stronger at lifting something heavy. I'll explain this. She's still a small, strong girl, a small, strong guy. Get it? She never got bigger. She never got physically, masculinely stronger. She's not big. She's small. It's chemical strength. Deadlifting is getting good at doing so. That's an adaptation in chemical strength. You never got physically stronger. So let's say we match up a person next to her, a woman who got physically stronger weighing 285 and her weighing 130 pounds lifting more than the other person. Who do you think is stronger? The bigger person or the little person? Come on, with the chemical strength. Man, she'll get overpowered. She'll be destroyed. Get it? Destroyed. Man, people are so dumb out there.
gym, and the only downside of going to the gym is, get this, you're constantly getting stronger. You know, how annoying is it? I go to the...
You're going to the gym and you're getting chemically stronger. You're getting chemically stronger, getting myocytic androgen receptors for that force production. I'm a small little strong guy. I need to compete with this chick.
gym and my deadlift goes up. I can squat more. My bench press, it's through the roof. It's so annoying because you know why?
I could squat more. My bench press is through the roof. You never built your body, though. It never got physically stronger. It's weak. It's dependent on chemical strength, your lifts.
You know why it's so annoying? Because I can't possibly date someone that can't outlift me. Because I'm this, I'm that.
This is so a lifting slave recruiting video, man. Get it? This is psychological. You people are crazy out there, and he's the master at scamming people. I bet you this is a commercial for selling his supplements in the video, most likely.
Feels like a dream, feels like plastic does it sound to say that you can't date anyone unless they can out deadlift you.
If I'm getting stronger, that means that my partner, like whoever that potential partner is.
You mean she's like, if I'm getting chemically stronger, right? You don't see me getting stronger physically. I'm not getting more material on my body, so I'm not physically getting stronger, but I'm getting better at lifting. I'm getting stronger at lifting something heavy off the floor chemically. So my partner has to what?
Has to also like be stronger than me.
And so this woman,
So my partner has to also be stronger than me chemically to lift something off the floor.
very strong. She can currently deadlift 375, soon to pull 405. And so if her boyfriend can only deadlift 385 and she continues to train, well, she has to break up with him. I mean, think of it. How could you possibly go out with a guy who can only pull 385? And remember, she pulls sumo. And so does.
Remember, in order for you to pull these weights, you have to practice at them. It's practice, and you have to be a lifting slave. You have to stay there. You never got physically stronger. The whole point about the gym, bodybuilding, the reason why they call it bodybuilding is to build your body big and strong, physically bigger and stronger in the natural world. Now, you want to get good at these adaptations at chemical strength. That's like the lady who lifted the 6,000-pound car off her kid temporarily. What did she get? She got a temporary influx of what? Adrenaline, bro. It's a chemical strength. You understand me? You're just increasing chemical strength to lift this stuff off the floor. That's why these people get injured all the time. They're injured because they're physically weak, and so they drop off the face of the planet. All these power lifters, they're gone. They talk about them online all the time. Where did they go? They disappeared. They're gone. Some still stick around, the steroid ones and all that. The rest are all dead, man. They popped this, broke this, did this. They crippled themselves. Yeah, man.
It actually count if you can out pull what your man does conventional and you're doing it sumo. Does that act?
He's such a yo-yo. He always does sumo. Want to know why? Because that's the one that won't cause him an injury. He can literally parallelly stand up straight and just move his legs up and down like a little yo-yo. Yeah, it's the one where you're doing straight-legged.
She count. Is that
That'll injure you.
Deal breaker? You know, I once thought deal breakers were perhaps they're not emotionally available for me. They don't have the same value system. They're perhaps cheating on you. Those are perhaps deal breakers, but no. It's can I out?
Yes. How about when you cripple yourself? Will you be strong? Will you be strong then when you cripple yourself? When that shit cripples you, will you be strong? Will you still be strong when you're crippled?
Sumo deadlift my boyfriend.
Like we cannot be deadlifting the same thing in the gym.
And so picture this. He perhaps bench presses 275. Maybe she does 165. But she can out deadlift him, sumo style, in the gym. One lift of all the lifts in the gym, she has specifically trained, her technique is bang on, and she can out sumo pull him. Sorry, too bad, great knowing ya. It's time to move on. And so think of the guys out there. Why do you think guys are taking performance enhancing drugs? New fear unlocked. If a girl gets too close to you in strength, well, she's going to break up with you. And so guys now have to go to the gym and think, well, geez, what if I'm not strong enough? I have to lift more weight.
I just pulled 375 and I think I can pull 405 in the next year. And I'm like, wow, pulling that is going to just take a lot of people off the roster.
I mean, I'm not making this shit up. She pulls 375.
Man, you know, there was an old man fucking standing next to me and me weighing the amount that I weigh. Like, I'm fucking massive, bro. And he's just like a skinny little man, and he can lift this heavy weight off the floor. I saw him deadlifting. He was practicing for a long time, been practicing, lifting heavy weight off the floor. I just turned to him and I looked at him and I said, do you think you're stronger than me? And you know what he told me? He looked up at me and says, you're bigger than me, man. That's what he said. You're bigger than me. He goes, no, I don't think I'm stronger than you. I go, exactly. I go, I don't pull that weight, but guess what? You're exactly right. I am stronger than you. Want to know why? Because I'm bigger than you physically. I have more physical material on my body, and it ain't water.
He's at the gym, and there's two guys there. You know, one's an active power lifter. The other is just a strong dude in the gym.
And my entire body is strong because I damaged my entire body. I didn't deadlift stuff, the concentric exercises. I focused on eccentric exercises so I could get physically stronger, so I wouldn't get injured in gyms and be fucking like a beast, bro. Punching through doors, punching bags, do a bunch of shit. That's the whole point. Listen, when you get these newbie gains, you got damaged the first time. You call them newbie gains. You got stronger. How did you get stronger? Through ultra structural muscle injuries. But then you never got them again because you don't know how to get them, the repeat about effect phenomenon, a whole bunch of other things, protective effect and all that. And they're resilient from becoming busted again. So you never are busting them again. So what are you doing? You're chemical strengthening. It's chemical strengthening and inflaming your muscles, constantly lifting like a chronic lifter in the gym. That's why I try to say these videos are all to recruit you people. They're recruiting videos by Greg Doucette. He needs to demean you, right? Make you look like you're weak. There's this woman, and then now he's recruiting lifting slaves. You're psychologically thinking in yourself, oh, I have to get stronger than the woman. I have to deadlift now. I got to go out there because my woman, she may deadlift more than me. Oops, she took a shot. What was it? Steroids? Oh, she cheated.
One pulls 405, the other pulls 425. She's thinking, geez, if I keep training harder than last time, perhaps if I watch Coach Greg videos, if I use the supplements like creatine, Turk Builder, Ecti Builder, and so on.
See, if I watch Coach Greg and I use creatine, Turk Builder, and all these powders and phony things and everything, then what?
Then I'm going to clearly get stronger and put on more muscle, and then
you're going to clearly get stronger and put on more muscle. You will not put on any more muscle with these powders or anything, or not even lifting a heavy weight. They even tell you in NCBI, myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength. It does not control the mass of the limb muscles. So what controls the mass? You figure it out. Damage does. Damage, hypertrophy things. That and protein. That controls the mass.
what amount of men are left over? I mean, think of all the guys that are off the table. She's currently at 375, so anyone who deadlifts below 375, you're not into consideration. And so those two guys who deadlift 405 and 425, perhaps she has a crush on these guys. Well, if she gets to be as strong as them, well, they're no longer on the table. And so what is she to do? And so, oh my goodness, I hate weightlifting, because if I weightlift and I...
Did you see that gayish lift that he was doing, that deadlift, man? Give me a break, man. That whole sumo crap stuff, whatever, him on steroids. I took a shot. Look how strong I am. Without that shot, all that phony strength goes away, and so will his phony muscles. They'll all disappear. He'll be nothing because he never built anything real. He built it fake. It's artificial. Why do you think when people stop taking steroids, all these fake muscles go away and the strength goes away? Why does it go away? Because they never built any real strength. They didn't do it naturally, trying to build up some of that chemical strength naturally. They didn't build the chemical strength naturally, nor did they build their body naturally, any kind of muscle or anything on there. It was all done fakely. That's why it goes away.
get too strong,
That's why I try to tell you people not to be a lifting slave. Don't be a lifting slave to artificial things. Even natural people can still build some artificial strength. That strength is still artificial. It's chemical, and then you chase the pump. And what are you going to do? You're going to carb load. You're carb loading, and you're loading glycogen in your muscles. It's sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. It's artificial muscles. None of you are really building myofibrillar growth. You're not building it.
Can't date the guys that I want to. Let's look what people are saying in the comments section. By the way, she's doing sumo deadlifts. Then she needs to STFUONG. Me. Just hear a bunch of whining, honestly. And so let's really analyze the problem here. She wants to date somebody who's stronger than her in the deadlift. Now, whose responsibility does that ultimately fall on?
So she wants to date somebody that's somebody that's better than her at deadlifting or being good at deadlifting. Give me a break.
Is it the man's responsibility to have to get stronger than her because she wants it?
You see this woman deadlifting? Her legs are straight. Did you see your coach Greg there? He's like sumo wrestling because he's a wimp, bro. He's a manlet.
Or is it her responsibility to not give a shit if the guy's strong?
This is manlet syndrome, and this guy will make all you normal people crazy with the manlet syndrome. They call that Napoleon syndrome. You can look it up in Google if you don't know what it is.
Than her. And if it matters that much, perhaps you can analyze your childhood. How were you raised? Why do you believe these things? Perhaps you could read a book or two. Start analyzing your thought processes. Why do you feel this way? Why is this so?
Yes, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel so? Yes, Greg. Yes, Greg. I need to get stronger, Greg. I need to go in the gym and I need to be a lifting slave to chemical strength, to constantly be good at lifting these things because it's based on adaptations. The chemical strength is based on adaptations. The muscle damage is based on adaptations. But we're not getting damaged anymore, right? Are we? No, we're building muscle through what? These chemicals and creatine, all of us weird stuff. Yes, Greg. Yes, all the fake shit, taking injections, steroids, this, that, cosmetics, fake natties and all that. Yeah, Greg, yeah.
Important. I don't know. I deadlift 500 and it doesn't matter to me what my man lifts. I just want someone who lifts. On behalf of all gym bros, we don't want you and your negativity. I mean, really, the problem is yours. If you're watching this, you are the problem. If you need some...
I'm going to tell all you lifting slaves out there, there's no woman that is stronger than a man. Men are the dominant species. They're stronger than any woman. Want to know why? Because we have more muscle fibers. We have more muscle than women. They cannot be stronger than you. She may be good at lifting something, but she'll never be stronger than you. Ever. Physically, ever.
Somebody to be stronger than you, that's on you. It's not that these guys are off the table. It's that you have personally decided that they're off the table. They don't care. If a guy has the security and ability to date you and say, hey, I don't care if my girlfriend can deadlift 600 pounds. I only deadlift 400. She's 600. It's great. I'm cheering for her. I'm here for you. Here for you. I'm your support system. I'm your team. What is wrong with that? Imagine setting your dating, marriage, and family goals on how much the person can deadlift, because that will really matter in a few years. What a weird world we live in, and we wonder why marriages fail. Not to be that person, but this is an example of how women also perpetuate toxic masculinity. There are already men who feel threatened or insecure when a woman lifts more than them and take that out on the other women who are...
What? How can a man feel insecure if some woman lifting more than they can, like a sofa or something or whatever? This is just, I don't know, man. You still need help to lift a sofa. She's not going to lift the sofa by herself, but whatever. Lifting some stupid weight, getting adaptations and chemicals in the gym. She's never going to be physically stronger than any man. I'm sorry, this is baloney.
Simply existing. No disrespect intended, but there is surely better criteria to evaluate a potential partner. Girl hits 375 for 1 rep in sumo and is already worried for the male population. And so apparently if she hits her goal, a 405, she's going to be single for the rest of her life. 95% of men can't hit 405. The reality of this, it's more like 99.9% of men.
They can't hit 405 if they don't practice at it, or people that are not practiced at it can't hit 405. I explained this once before in a video. Nobody can deadlift 600 off the bat. Nobody in the world can. You have to practice at lifting this weight. It's very heavy. Yeah. Look at that evil face of his. Oh, man, I don't know. Something about Greg, I swear. It's just scam. It reads scam all over it. This whole video is a scamming recruiting video.
And can't hit 405. You really think 5% of men can hit 405? Are you kidding me? It's amazing to me to see how ridiculous people's...
All men can hit 405 who practice at it. It's based on adaptation, chemical strength adaptations. Yeah, if that's what you're shooting for. Yeah, in order to get physically stronger, you're going to have to damage muscles. I'm sorry. But if you don't want to damage them and be good at lifting these heavy weights, go ahead, do that. You're going to get old very soon, very quickly. You get old very fast. You become weaker as you get older. As you get older, you get weaker. You don't get stronger. You understand me? You don't get stronger, and you lose muscle. The loss of muscle comes very quickly after the age of 30. Even after 25, you start losing muscle already. Muscle starts going down. Yeah, every year, I don't know what it is, a couple percentage points or some shit. Yeah, man, you're not getting stronger. You're getting weaker. You might maintain some of that mass, lifting weights, maybe going to the gym or something. There's some slight maintenance. But let's say you got injured or something, or you're busy, your job, your kids, family, something. It'll start going away a lot faster than you can imagine. Yeah, well, that's the problem with this. It's something that is so difficult to maintain, and then you get older and older. That is the problem. Maintaining just the mass is ridiculous, but building more myofibulars, now that's something else. That's something special. That's based on regeneration. You can regenerate yourself younger. I noticed my knees, there was like the skin was kind of like not so good around my knee area. So I started doing more regenerative things. They're damaging my legs. And they just regenerated. They look new again. They look good. They're not saggy or anything. Coach Blahas are saggy.
Notions on how strong men are in the real world. I never hit 405 in the gym until I was around 23, 24 years of age. I've been training since 10. I have elite level genetics. I was a world champion powerlifter. I actually set the Guinness Sumo world record for sumo deadlift in a minute. And it was 405 for 50 reps, but to get to my first 405 took me 13 years. So this woman is...
I remember when I got up to 285, okay? I built my body damaging it, repeatedly damaging my body and rebuilding it bigger, better, stronger, and faster. And I remember I've never lifted deadlifts ever. And I remember I could deadlift 500 off the bat. I just lifted it. And I knew I could do more. I remember I could do more than that. It felt really light. And that was without practicing. I never even picked up a deadlift in my entire life. And at 285, when I finally got to that body weight, I remember going over there one time. There was some guy in the gym, something. He said, "Could you lift that?" And I go, "Well, I don't know. I've never done it before. I've never deadlifted before. But yeah, okay, I'll give it a shot." And I lifted 500. Yeah, and actually, I did it for a couple of reps. I didn't just rep it out once. I did it for a couple of reps. So it felt pretty light. So I know I could have gone even heavier. But I'm not a deadlifting person. I don't find it good for you. These things, they're bad for your back and shit, and joints and hips and shit. Forget that.
She couldn't date Coach Greg in her prime.
I didn't build my body to deadlift anything or to lift couches or sofas or to be a moving man. You understand me? I built it to be super strong. That's it. I built my body to be super strong. I didn't build it to be a lifting slave in the gym like everybody else.
His 20s as a natural athlete, when I was doing 405, that's not good enough. She deadlifts 405, but her bench is 135, and she thinks she's stronger than everyone because of a deadlift. This generation is ridiculous. I don't deadlift at all, but tell her to get under the squat rack with me, and the bench press and the tricep pull downs, and let's see who can do the most push-ups and or pull-ups. Let's see if she can curl 50s. Let's see if she can shoulder press 2 plates. I can go on and on. The female brain symbol has...
I don't really care what they can... This is the insecurity. Now some crazy person wrote something back, some ridiculous shit, because they're insecure. Give me a break, bro. This is a lifting recruiting video.
To be behind or something, because ain't no way they think this way. This is dumb ASF, bro. I fully understand wanting a partner who's not weak and who can protect you, but you gotta be real delulu and misguided to get caught up in the numbers that bad. Let me know in the comment section, does this girl out to lunch? Do you really think your man has to be able to deadlift over 405 in order to date him? Does that make the guy off limits? Would you break up with your partner for being weaker than you at an exercise in the gym? Interested in any of the supplements, for example, Turk Builder, also have Acti Builder, GO2 Max, protein bars, protein powder.
Yes, Acti Builder, protein powders, Acti Builder, GO2 Max, this, that, all the fake stuff because I'm recruiting gym lifting slaves, broski. Man, I'm Greg Doucette, bro. I'm fucking recruiting lifting slaves by tricking you, by fooling you, and some chicks fucking deadlifting something. She made it up. I didn't even see her deadlift. Did any of you see her deadlift 385 or whatever the fuck she was talking about over there, 400? No, none of you seen anything. Greg is just making this stuff up. Some chick is just talking shit online. It's to make you insecure. That's all. To recruit you as a lifting slave. Doing a good job.
powder, everything you're interested in, please head over to their website. Code Greg, 10% off.
I told you, feed people what they want to hear. Fake beliefs. Pump them with fake beliefs that they're weak and shit, or somebody out there stronger than them. So that's how you recruit lifting slaves. Get it? Psychological. I'll see you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe. Greg, the scammer lifting slave. Look at him, older than the last time. Look at his face. He's so aged with the fake hair, the sutures, the fake hair, the cosmetics and everything. Pretty soon he'll have to hyaluronic his face too. Maybe Botox it. More fakeness. See you in the next one. Ciao.